We will begin at the farm to show where the life cycle of beef starts. First, we will have Patrick Kilcoyne, owner of Kilcoyne Farms, explain his process.
Typical life cycle of beef cattle is the calves are normally born in the spring. They'll run with their mother until about December on our program. So they're 6 to 7 months old when they're wean. They go into a dry lot, which is right next to their holding pen for the mothers all winter. They have woods and they have a spring with free access to water there. They'll be in that dry lot till spring, which will be fed dry round bales and round baleage. Then they go out to pasture as yearlings. They'll come in to my finished program at weighing about 800 to 900 pounds. At that point, they're put on the grain and hay diet. This diet will go for 4 to 8 months, depending on how the animal grows.
Now we will transition into the meat processing stage. This is where the cattle are transformed into the beef products you and I are used to seeing at the supermarket every day. Patrick Kilcoyne will continue to explain.
When they reach about 1,400 pounds, we bring them slaughtered. At that point, they're put in the processed cuts, and when we pick them up from slaughter, they go on our truck and delivered right to the customer. Well, your bigger corporations typically will be thrown in a feedlot situation. Animals are pushed on different types of feeds, antibiotics inhibited, growth hormones inhibited. Our cattle aren't fed any of that. Then though, like for a large program, I can go into a large warehouse setting, onto maybe 2 or 3 trucks before they get to the door. So whereas ours goes, the cattle go into the slaughter facility, they come out, processed onto my truck right to the door. So it's a lot greener than large corporations.
This drive documents the transport from Kilcoyne Farms to Clarkson University. Using this local provider reduces the Clarkson campus's carbon footprint, as there are fewer transport steps in the process of getting from farm to table, as previously mentioned by Patrick Kilcoyne.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please enjoy this musical interlude as the beef finishes its journey to Clarkson University. The next step in the life cycle is food preparation. Chef Brian Printup will explain how he takes raw beef and transforms it into the burgers that students and faculty know and love.
We get the beef in from Kilcoyne's. It comes flash frozen, and they have it processed in, I believe it's Corking, New York. And it comes in a 6-ounce patty, and packages of 6. And from there, I'll take it and I will thaw it. And I will grill it and to the students' liking. We shy away from rare. I've had some as medium rare all the way to really well done. And what we do is we charbroil it instead of putting it on like a flat top wherever it gives the meat a better flavor, and season it with some kosher salt. And then we put it on the Kaiser roll that comes from Military Bakery in Monterey. And then everything there is all locally made as well. And then we have toppings such as cheddar cheese, bacon horseradish sauce, goat cheese, butternut squash with maple syrup that's also purchased from around the area here. Cranberries from Brazier Falls, New York, is where we get them from. Our greens come from Daniel Martin. He's the produce guy. He lives about 4 miles away. You can top it with about anything you want to. The medium right there.
At this stage in the process, the majority of the beef is taken out of the cycle by human consumption. The remaining beef is categorized as food waste and will be fed to the anaerobic digester as the cycle continues.
How's it going? Hey, food waste. much.
The previous two clips followed the Sustainable Synergy food waste collection team as they collected the remaining beef from 2 Woodstock apartments. This team also collects from townhouses and Riverside to feed the digester daily. This transition follows the next stage of the transport as the beef makes its way to its final destination, the anaerobic digester.
The last stage in the life cycle is digestion. This is where the beef will be fed into the on-campus anaerobic digester. This is an energy flow diagram of the anaerobic digester. On Clarkson's campus, food waste is taken from CHIO kitchen and labeled pre-consumer food waste. Post-consumer food waste is food waste that is collected from all 3 apartment complexes on campus. These categories together are the input to the anaerobic digester. CHIO provides about 100 to 150 pounds of food waste per day. Adding the apartment food waste of about 50 pounds per day gives a total of about 200 pounds per day. Graduate student Brad Kelsey will explain the second half of the balance further.
So what we have here is a 2-stage mesophilic anaerobic digester. So what we do is we take our Clarkson food waste. CHIO has a kitchen basement we used to take from Student Center and Railroad. And we take that food waste and we grind it up to basically produce biogas. This is kind of what kind of food we kind of get. A lot of lettuce, some beets, a lot of strawberries, usually pineapples. This is what we just get from here from CHIO. We're feeding about 100 pounds a day, 100 to 150 pounds a day, and our capacity is around 600. So the first stage is basically like acid production, and it's a much faster reaction. There's different types of bacteria, and so that bacteria prefers low pH, and it breaks down the food much quicker into the acids. And then we move that into our stage 2, which are 2 other tanks. So 2 is our biogas production. Methane bacteria, they eat the acids, and it's a much slower process, but we basically have 2 byproducts from it. Biogas, which is a mixture of CO2 and methane, and the other byproduct is effluent. And that effluent is called digestate, and what we're doing here at Clarkson is the Clarkson grounds crew, they actually take it and they add it to soil that they will then put on fields, like soccer fields, and they've been doing that for the last 2 years now. So they've actually put it on some of the soccer fields, and that's because it's high in nutrients, like nitrogen and phosphorus. And we hope to have one day use that effluent as a aeroponic fertilizer in our greenhouse. We're not there yet. Then the other byproduct, which is biogas, we pump it over here in front of me, behind me. We have a 20 kilowatt cogenerator, so we produce heat and electricity from that. The heat goes towards heating our tanks.
The electricity is used in the greenhouse. As previously stated, the effluent can be used as a fertilizer. This could be applied to the pastures in which the cattle graze. This completes the beef's life cycle.